Hello, my name is Trevor and this is Adriana. We're with Tualatin Soil and Water Conservation District, and today we're going to be talking to you about how to grow plants from cuttings. Today we're here on Gales Creek, which is one of the many beautiful tributaries to the Tualatin River, and we're going to be installing cuttings just along the bank here to increase habitat and grow some native plants out to shade the water.
Awesome. We have about everything we need here today, all laid out on the table. Let's get started. What kind of plants can we take cuttings from?
Well, there are certain species of woody plants that do better from cuttings. Here in the Willamette Valley, we actually have quite a few. And you can find out more about those species at our website at tualatinswcd.org.
Okay, well, let's try to take a cutting.
Cool. Well, first, we're going to be looking for new growth. This is a willow, which is a particularly good plant to take cuttings of, and we use it pretty frequently here in restoration projects in the Tualatin Basin. You can see it's yellow, it's new growth, and we're going to be looking for straight branches that are about thumb size width.
Okay, let's try to take a cutting from it.
Cool. So I'm going to take a cutting here down at the base of the branch where it starts to get straight, because that'll be easier to put in the ground. And there we go.
So I see that we've already taken a few cuttings, so we probably won't take any more from this plant. A good practice is to not take more than 30% of the stems on the plant so that there's plenty remaining to continue to grow and keep the plant healthy.
So I have my larger branch, and the first thing I'm going to do is take off all the side branches and then divide it up into smaller sections, each about 2 feet long. I want to make sure that I know which is the top part and which is the bottom, and I'm going to do that by making sure the bottom has a diagonal cut and the top has a horizontal. I'm going to give this a diagonal cut, and then I'm going to take my horizontal cut right above this little bud node here, and I'll make sure I'll do that horizontal to know it's the top. Have myself a nice willow stake. So we have our cuttings, and now we're going to install them. There's a couple things to note. First and foremost, always make sure you have the top and the bottom squared away before you install them. When you actually push them into the ground, you want the soil to come up at least halfway up the stem, leaving a few buds and maybe a couple side branches here exposed above the soil. In harder substrates, you can use a rubber mallet to just bop them on the top here, make sure they get down in the soil. Otherwise, you can usually just press them down.
Well, we've done some great work. We have a few extras. Can I put these willow cuttings in the ground in a month or two?
Well, I'd make sure to do it when the plant is dormant, so when there aren't any leaves on the plant. You don't want to take too long to put these stakes in the ground, usually a few days maximum. If you are going to keep them for a few days, I would probably put them in a bucket with some water and put them in a dark place, maybe with a tarp over them.
Okay, well, this has been really easy. Thanks for sharing it with me, Trevor. It's quick, affordable, and I'm excited to see what happens with these plants becoming established in the spring. They're going to be providing some great benefits to wildlife, helping reduce stream erosion and improving water quality. So happy to do it.
Thank you.